welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you are new here. My name is Claire and you are at home with me today. I am in the middle of, near the end of, a seriously low budget kitchen makeover. There are two videos prior to this one. One is painting this side of the kitchen, the second video is painting that corner of the kitchen, and in today's video we are finishing off. We are finishing the final puzzle piece, which is this huge section over here. And this is the one I've been dreading. This is the one I've been seriously procrastinating because I'm doing something a little bit different over here in the sense that I am priming first. Now this paint has been a dream to work with. It's gone on great. These are all perfect and no issues, but because this is the cooking area, you have the oven there, you've got the extractor fan, it's steamy, it gets really, really steamy. I am a little bit concerned about the cupboards and the paint. So it was always my intention to prime this as well as paint this. But then when one of you lovelies, I think at least one in the last video, said that they would prime this area, I thought, yeah, that's what we'll do. That is what we'll do. And therefore for today, and I won't show you every step of the way, I don't want to send you to sleep, is to empty this cupboard. Now, if you are new here, I actually took the door off. I took the door off of this cupboard such a long time ago because I am a surface gremlin. Where there's a surface, I will fill it, and not with good things, just stuff. And this corner gets built up so quickly. That's the back door, right? And the recycling bin is just outside this back door. And quite often we'll just dump recycling here. And more often than not, when it came to actually accessing this cupboard, I couldn't open it because there was just so much stuff here all of the time. Trust me, I tried. But in the end, I said, you know what? Sod this for a game of soldiers. I will take the door off. I will go proper old school. So now we've got what looks like an okay shelving system here, but we have got a lot of clutter. I've got plans for this though. I have got plans for this. Take everything out of this cupboard. I'm gonna clean the surfaces. I'm also going to remove, what angle? This, and there are screws, 4 screws holding this in place. And the reason I need to do that is because it's touching along here. It's touching the cupboards that I need to get in and paint. So that's coming off. All of that is coming out. I'm not taking the doors off. I'm still going the lazy route and I'm leaving the doors on. However, because this is the cooking zone, I am going to scrub, sand, prime, then paint.
You could see yourself just sitting there on my chair. I'm staring at you, you don't even notice. Should've told you straight away, you don't have to be afraid anymore. I know you haven't noticed.
Unscrewed this and it does just lift up and slide off, but because I'm scrubbing, everything's wet. Under here is just wiring. Put that back while I am playing around with water and keep this protected until it's time to actually prime and paint. In the meantime, I've scrubbed down to the glass and scrubbed all under. And then I think like right at the last minute is when I'll actually physically take this off.
But still you're here and that's what I adore. Should've told you straight. Everything I have to say. But I'm afraid and I know you haven't noticed. You
cleanser has been in the garage. I bought a few tins back when we moved in, and it is taking me ages. This whole thing was brown in colour, and of course the sediment always, I mean Zinza does that anyway, there's always a little bit of sediment, but I feel like the sediment was like up to here, and I was digging through this swamp of sticky huge lumps. But that has taken me a few moments. I am going to go, I've got my live chat premiere for my other channel in 4 minutes. So I'm going to go do that, chat to everybody, come back afterwards, and we will get this baby primed.
I could sit around and wait all day. You lay easy on my mind, like a candle I just burn away. All we really have is time. All we really have is time. I don't wanna waste it on anybody. Take it with anybody but you. I don't wanna waste it on anybody. Take it with anybody but you. What was it they used to say? Seeking you will find. There is nothing in you that is fading. All you ever do is shine. You are brighter all the time. And I don't wanna waste it on anybody. Take it with anybody but you.
It is the next day now, and we have just got back from an absolutely glorious afternoon at Wicksteeds Park. We went over for our grandson's 8th birthday. We had a picnic, all the family were there. Oh, it was so nice. We've just got home. I'm absolutely shattered, but nowhere near as shattered as I was after finishing this. I finished off camera last night. I haven't done the lower cabinets. Priming all of this, sanding all of this, and painting all of this took me clean out. Now, earlier in the video, I said I've got a plan for that open shelf section, and it was half inspired by the clear glass cabinets, something I was thinking about doing way back, and it didn't work because of the space. I don't have the space to display our plates and bowls. And of course, you guys also suggested putting plates and bowls in these cupboards so it looks nice, you know, you can kind of see it. Because I ran out of paint, fully ran out of paint, so I have used 2 full cans of cupboard paint up to this point. I ran out of paint right at that moment of making the decision, do I paint the shelves or leave them in their natural state and clean them? Well, let me show you. This has to be my favourite transformation yet, guys. I hope you love this because look at those shelves, how cluttered they are. And we've swapped things around. And my goodness me, I am so in love. What with all of my white crockery, I do love me a white plate and embossed patterned crockery, and my mason cash bowls. Now, for someone who doesn't bake, natural, like I'm not a natural baker or a natural cook or chef or cleaner. Let's be keeping it real right now. I am obsessed with Mason Cash. I love all things. Oh, I'm just in love, guys. Haven't painted the drawer yet, but you're going to see this in this video. So everything is going to be completely finished in this video, so stay tuned. I'm going to be painting all of the bottom cabinets as well. You'll see that at the end. So, oh my gosh, guys, look at these shelves. I actually ended up removing 2 of the shelves no longer needed, and I just put back one right on the bottom so that we've got that wood on the bottom, and then 3 shelves above it. That's all I needed for all of my plates, bowls and side plates, and honestly I can't believe this is my kitchen. I love it. Like I cannot stop staring at it. Open shelves are fine with me. We go through all of our plates and bowls regularly, and if we don't, then I can just once a month dishwash it all. Yesterday when I realised I would not have enough paint left to finish this kitchen, to finish these bottom units and that side panel and this side panel, I ordered another can of the paint from Amazon, and this was full whack price at £19.99. Well, last week it was £16.99. So the price is definitely going in and out of sales, and it is sold on Amazon through the Johnston's brand, I believe. So definitely keep your eyes peeled if you are interested in painting your kitchen cupboards. Then I definitely, well, I'm recommending the paint, but I don't know the longevity of it at this point. The tile paint has lasted 1 year so far. Absolute chef's kiss. Not a scratch, not a dink, perfect, apart from the windowsill. The windowsill is damaged because I had my plants on there, lots of watering the plants, water splashes and all of that. So that's not great. But the rest of the kitchen, especially around the cooker area, no issues. I spray that regularly, wipe it down without issue. So again, I trust the brand. Excuse me. Gosh, too much talking at the park today. But right, so antique cream, Johnston's cupboard paint is what I've used. I'm going to use this, and I'm gonna off camera finish this kitchen. I don't feel like you need to come along for the whole thing, and I don't want to send too many people to sleep, just 1 or 2. Many of you have told me not to vinyl wrap the worktop, purely because it doesn't last. It is a temporary measure, and I need to. I'm desperate to see this worktop as an oak effect. Now, I can't paint, if I paint the worktops, I'm never going to get the oak, the wood grain. I'm not going to get it. Oh, and so many of you have told me to resin my worktops because I am a resin artist on my main channel. As much as I love working with resin, I love making resin trays, coasters, jewellery, pendants, key rings. I am not a resin worktop girly. It's just not for me. It's not my bag, not my cup of tea at all in any way. And that is no shade, as the kids would say. That's no shade against anyone who would decide to go down that route. You do you. I would never put resin in my kitchen at all. I wouldn't trust it. Here's the thing, I just wouldn't trust it. I trust it to make a keyring. I wouldn't trust it on a kitchen worktop. Now, again, that's just me. There are brands out there that specifically focus and center their entire brand on kitchen worktop resin, and that's fine. But for me, I just wouldn't know. Anyway, where I was going with this, I need that country, wooden, cozy feeling, and the only way I'm going to get that is with vinyl. Now, I've priced the vinyl, and I have worked out that if I have to change this vinyl every year, or let's say 6 months, if I have to change this vinyl every 6 months, it's going to cost me about £50 a year. The vinyl is going to cost me to do this kitchen right now about £25. If I have to change that every year, that's £25 a year. If I have to change it twice a year, it's about £50. The price is like this in every, wherever you can buy the vinyl, the price is so varied. But that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I'm going to vinyl wrap, silicone seal the edges. Well, that's going to look horrific, so follow me for some horrific sealing. And if I mess it up, if I accidentally throw a knife and the knife slices it, then I might have to replace it once a year. But financially, that still makes more sense to me than getting a new worktop. So we were quoted £1,500 for fitting a new worktop. I could get 10 years worth of vinyl and it won't be anywhere near that. So that's the plan. That's what we're going with. So yeah, like I said, like 3 hours ago, the next steps are vinyl worktop and country kitchen curtains for these doors. But yeah, I have to go fabric shopping. Let me know if you want me to bring you fabric shopping. I don't know what you want to see at this point because I've got so many new friends here. And sometimes when you get a lot of new friends, you're not sure what they want to see. But yeah, let me know if you would be interested in me bringing you with me fabric shopping. The first thing I'm thinking of is I could go to Dunelm, Boys and the Sewing Shop. We have a shop in Kettering Town called the Sewing Shop. Yeah, they all sell fabric on the roll and we could go shopping together. Anyway, I'm going to leave you here. That's all I'm going to get done on camera. I'm going to do the rest off camera and just show you next time. Hope you feel inspired to give your kitchen a bit of a makeover. If we do the maths, I have spent £40-ish so far. This was £19.99 and the 2 cans that I've used were £9.99 in a sale in January. So £20, £20, £40 to completely transform this space into this. But once we've got the vinyl worktops done, I will of course get a proper before and after of what it looked like when we first moved in to today. I'm sweating. It's a very, very hot day today. It was a perfect day over at Wicksteeds Park for a picnic. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna stop talking because, you know. Yeah, I appreciate you all very, very much. Thank you so much for the love on my kitchen transformation series. I still have a lot to do, but we're not gonna do any more cupboard painting. I'll see you next time. At this moment, the entire kitchen is now done. It is painted. This is what the base cabinets looked like before. I'm not going to lie, guys. The base cabinets here are grim. They are cracked. They are almost falling off. But this is what we are looking like. I absolutely love the results. I've said it. I'm repeating myself. I've got no other words apart from I absolutely love it. Yeah. At this moment, I feel like the floor tiles work quite well with the new scheme, so I do need to give them a proper scrub because I got a little bit of paint on there, which goes to show how strong the paint is because I can't actually get it off of the kitchen floor tiles. But please join me next week. I am wrapping the kitchen worktops. I had so much fun wrapping the kitchen worktops. Said nobody ever, because oh my goodness me. And the kids would say that toxic trait, thinking that it would be easy, and that's okay. I can just wrap the kitchen worktops, guys. Join me next week, please, because the transformation is out of this world and I finally have my dream kitchen. Thank you so much for watching. See you next week.